Hello Blackhawks and welcome to yet another edition of BHS-TV News. Today we have a hot, fresh set of stories to bring to your attention, and I know you can't wait to jump into it, and neither can I. With that, our first story today comes from Claire and Abby, who will inform you about scheduling, considering the upcoming changes in our school schedule, and how it can affect your mental health. Now I'll pass it off to the experts. Claire and Abby, what's going on?
As we look through this past year with doing school remotely and the schedule continuously changing, it has gotten a little bit confusing. As of right now, our schedule is said to stay the exact same until April 5th, where it is going to move 10 minutes back to 9:35 instead of 9:25, and classes will still be 65 minutes long and school will still end at 2:30. There are mental health benefits for this, and Claire is here to tell you about the positive and negatives.
Like Abby said, our everyday schedule has changed multiple times. Because of these drastic changes, it affects students in both positive and negative ways. Some students wake up before class to have an early start to their day. I know for myself, I enjoy waking up early in order to get stuff done and feel accomplished before class starts. Others use this time by sleeping in and making sure that they get their healthy amount of sleep hours. Although there are positive benefits to the new late start schedule, some students are affected negatively. Some students may stay up past the 8-hour sleep period, causing them to not really focus in class or not pay attention at all. Because we do not know what the next few months hold, it is important now to stay on top of your sleep schedule in order to have a successful rest of the school year.
Thanks, guys. Next, for an update on our boys hockey team, we have Herbert and Miriam to let us know where we stand.
The Bloomfield Hills High School hockey team playoffs are underway. Our varsity team came out this year with a record of 7-7. You can find information about these events on the school website as well as www.mhsaa.com/schools/bloomfield hills/boys/varsity/ice-hockey. Good luck to all the players.
Thanks, Herbert and Miriam. Best of luck to our boys. Now, as I've mentioned in BHS news segments before, students have had not much of a chance to really get to know our teachers. Luckily for our next segment, we have our signature teacher feature from Navina and Noah. Take it, you guys.
Thank you, Wade, and welcome to 3 Fun Facts with Mr. Huda.
So what is your first fun fact?
So my first fun fact is I'm a big fan of music, and so I've been playing guitar since high school, and it's one of my passions, so I continue to do that on a daily basis.
What is your fun fact number 2?
Fun fact number 2 is I love fishing, any type of fishing, but specifically fly fishing. Been out to Colorado, went rafting down the Colorado River, and caught some nice brown trout. And so really love the outdoors and love fishing.
And what is your final fun fact?
My final fun fact is that my wife is the daughter of my high school science teacher.
I hope you all enjoyed. Now back to you, Wade.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys. For our next topic, we have unofficial film theorists me and Ben to give you our prediction for the widely anticipated upcoming film Godzilla vs. Kong. Since this is our first new big-budget film in a while, people are going crazy over this film, and it's almost certain to be a blockbuster. Here are Ben and I's breakdown of this fight. Hey Blackhawks, what's going on? Today, me and my friend Ben will be covering one of the most fiercely debated topics of 2021 so far. That debate being, who will win in the upcoming film Godzilla v. Kong? Today we will run over a few factors that could largely influence the outcome of the fight between the Great Ape and the King of Monsters. The first topic we have is the initial strength of the two characters. For one, I would like to mention that even in our universe, the max amount of strength of a fully grown ape is currently undetermined, as we have yet to see an ape use its full strength. It is theorized that a regular-sized grown ape would be about 4 times the strength of a young human in prime physical condition. And now imagine that an ape is 300 feet tall. That being said, it was confirmed by CBR.com that Godzilla is the stronger monster, therefore this category will go to Godzilla. Next we have agility, which is a bit easier to determine. Apes are known to be one of the most agile species in the world. I feel like watching King Kong scale the Empire State Building alone compared to Godzilla's T-Rex-like build with his short arms makes this a bit of a unanimous decision. Now, for our next topic concerning foot speed, I'm actually going to pass it off to my buddy Ben. So Ben, what have you got to say?
Hey Wade, now with the topic of foot speed, I would like to say that it is almost guaranteed that Kong takes the cake. While Godzilla, at some points in history, was able to fly, we do not see any hints of that during the trailer, and it can be safely assumed that this is an ability that Godzilla will not contain in the upcoming film. Not only that, but Kong is so much more able to move his body as it contains, plain and simply, more movable joints, and his body is arguably better fit for hand-to-hand combat. But, while this point may seem damning, there is still one very important point we have yet to mention. We can argue physical ability all day, of course, but in a fight that concerns Godzilla, you cannot predict an ending without mentioning his atomic breath. And while Kong could have all the physical advantages in a fight like this, staying out of the way of Godzilla's lasers will certainly be a challenge. Wade, would you like to conclude?
Definitely. Thanks, Ben. Now, with all the information you've gained in this segment, we want you to form your own opinion. Who do you think contains the abilities necessary to win this fight? Will the rumors of a team-up against Mechagodzilla come true? Only one way to find out, and that's by checking out the movie, which comes out the 31st of March. With that, we say farewell, Blackhawks. Have a great week. Man, I can't wait to see that movie. Moving on, we could all use some good news, right? Of course we could. For that reason, for our last segment, we're going to have Lena and Eliana tell us about this year's COVID edition spring break.
Hey Blackhawks, spring break is quickly approaching. It begins on Friday, March 26th and will end on April 5th. While many of us may spend this time out of town, a lot of us are also staying home. Eliana Wills and I are going to share a few fun and local activities you can do during your spring break. A Michigan classic is to visit the Great Lakes. With warming weather, this adventure is a great opportunity to spend time outdoors with your family and friends. Also, spending time in nature is proven to be extremely refreshing and therapeutic. It's a great way to enhance your mental health and wellness. Another local and fun activity is to go to downtown Detroit, specifically the Eastern Market. The Eastern Market sells anything from food to art to jewelry. It's a family-friendly activity that is fully outdoors.
I know a lot of you are probably really sad you can't travel this spring break, but here are some ideas of things you can do at home for cheap.
The first idea is buying some cheap polymer clay from a craft store and making some fun things you like. Or you could go to a small local pottery studio and learn how to wheel throw. This is a fun activity because it's not necessarily expensive and it keeps the creative juices flowing. The next idea is to go to a bike trail with your friends and family. It's outside and it's socially distanced and safe.
We are hoping that each and every one of you enjoys your much-needed spring break.
Thanks, Lena. Thanks, Eliana. Now, remember, we are still living in a pandemic, and traveling might not be the best option. However, if you must travel, just remember to follow COVID protocols and keep a mask on in all public spaces. That will conclude this edition of BHS TV News. So, Blackhawks, it is time that I bid you farewell. Have a great week, and keep working hard.